Outlet power of both sides of the Christmas tree here. James Hancock, Hancock Performance. Brianna looks like she left first. She might have wiggled first just a little bit top end. Doesn't get there. Good job, James Hancock. It's going to be one tough customer. Last pair in Gangster XA. It's going to be Scotty Lavelle driving the Josh Kreider hot rod here. He said, you know, Scotty, a little smaller guy than me, so I'm going to let somebody else pilot this beast. In the right-hand side of the racetrack, it is the Nitrous Express Big Block Power of Scotty Kruk coming at you, Benton, Arkansas, the Kruk Racing Team. 6-0, 6-0 to lanes 5 and 6. 6-0 to lanes, 6-0 to the lanes, 6-0 to the lanes, 6-0 to the lanes. Open comp, you're on standby. Red Rocket's in. Red Rocket might be going home. He let Scotty Kruk leave first, top end of the racetrack. Give it to Scotty Kruk. The Red Rocket shot out of the sky with the flat cannon coming at you. Big Scotty Kruk when you talk to me. That pro driver asleep at the wheel right there. He thought about it. He said, I'm going to let that man leave, and then, oh, I should leave now. DJ McCain in the right-hand side of the racetrack. Big Dookie driving the Dark Knight machine here. Big Dookie. He get a bye to the next round here.
The Dark Knight goes to the next round. My man, Gino Bradley.
Josh Kreider going to have a go talk with his hired driver over there. Say, hey, man. Hey, man.
Gino Bradley going to the next round. Gino. Hey, Gino. Gino, you going to the next round, huh, baby? Going to the next round, baby.
Rocket Pop AMC getting to the next round right there. Ducky Johnson here in the right-hand side of the racetrack. He'll be taking on Wayne Willoughby. Wayne Willoughby on the left-hand side of the racetrack, and Dougie Johnson getting the dub right there. Wayne Willoughby out here, we just talked about it, situational awareness. He left second, and then he said, oh, I need to get around him, and then got around him and broke out. It'll be Ducky and DJ in the semifinals. Pro 275 to lanes 1 and 2. Pro 275 to lanes 1 and 2. We're coming at you with my boy, Jimmy Dale, here on the left-hand side of the racetrack. We have a fantastic time wherever we're at. So much fun that some people just absolutely jealous as all get out of the fun that we have sometimes. So much so they just go to the internet to talk about it. He'll be taking on Shelvin Ivy over in the right-hand side of the racetrack. CG Knight to the tower, please. CG Knight to the tower. CG Knight to the tower. Star One Contracting, John Harry-Known. Stefco Built, Cheeseburger Tune, 50 Shades of Brown. In the left-hand side of the racetrack, and the Imp Crane Reynolds here on the right-hand side. Sheldon Ivy. Pre-stage on for Sheldon. Big Jimmy. Looking to go to the semis here in Gangster XB. They're on. Like old brown car might be out there, top end of the racetrack, gets there second. Sheldon Ivy picking up the dub. Win, lose, or draw. We have a fantastic time out here. Good run for my boy Jimmy Dale, Cheeseburger, Polo, and the rest of the crew. That's racing, baby. That's how I felt last weekend. You know what I mean? You get down there and you got to stick with your plan. Congratulations, Sheldon Ivy and the crew. They'll be moving on to the semifinals. The lanes. Last call 6-0, last call 6-0, load them up. Bob Alexander, small block Malibu here, 601, looking strong. And Matty Malone in the right-hand side of the racetrack, Goldilocks. The Chevy Deuce Deuce here in the right-hand side. 66 model in the 01 Cummins, 3500 of Brian Lafferty. The Extra G Solutions. We'll take Pro 275 to lanes 5 and 6. Pro 275 to lanes 5 and 6. Thank you, sir. This is 6-0, first round eliminations. Lafferty's in. That thing better run on. Matty Malone chopping it down there. 6 flat, dead on 6, 46 or 47 total there as Lafferty got back around her, and then Matty did a little throttle womp and said, "Nah, I'm going to stay right on this here." Right on the number. Matty Malone looking good there. Chris Miller, the 86 Caballero. That's the GMC El Camino. And Matt Gardina from Berlin, Maryland in the 2012 diesel machine here. The Hot Shot Secrets Diesel Invasion coming at you at No Mercy 16. CG Knight or Richard Disher to the tower, please. CG Knight or Richard Disher to the tower, please. And the diesel getting it done. Sean Calabrese. James McMillan. Wheel standing for the Firebird. He's got a lot of work to do after leaving way second. 6054, he's pretty much mathematically ineligible there. The Regal will move to the next round here, and then the Thing. The stretched out Lamborghini panel wagon over here with the velvet doors. Butch Karcher in the left-hand side of the racetrack. Iron City, Tennessee. The big block power taking on Kane of Scotty Crook, Benton, Arkansas. Scotty Crook leaving a touch before the long Johnny out there. And Kane will get it done. 6030, 111 mile an hour. As the Crook Racing team will go to the next round here. Jackson Henderson, stellar on the tree compared to last time he took it. 6062, not going to get it done though, as Mike Crawley, 6018, 112. That was a tough 2 rounds of Jackson Henderson, but that's racing, and for some reason we continue to do it week in and week out. Our moms definitely took Tylenol when they were pregnant. Sean Vanoy, Middleburg, Florida. Tim Flatt, he waited for it. That tree stayed out there for a while. 091 red, and Sean Vanoy will pick up the win there. Eddie Harrison, we're ready for you. Eddie Harrison, we're ready for you. Come on. Eddie Harrison to the lanes. Eddie Harrison to the lanes. Paul Warwick, Lumberton, North Carolina, and Skylar Forns, the Hot Shot Secret Diesel in the left lane. Waiting for the S10 to make a wiggle there. He in there shaking it, trying to just roll it forward just a little bit. Neither one of them wanting to move here in 6-0. The long truck gets the skinny truck. Paul Warwick just trying to shake it just a little bit. Ford says, come on, baby. Big wheel stand for Warwick. He left pretty good. Had to drive it to the stripe. Gets it done. 6:05.3, 109. He was 083 on the tree to Forn's 150, and that pretty much secured his victory right there. So we're going to see. Nick Kennedy would have been waiting on Brylan Klein, but Brylan unable to make it. Nick Kennedy moving on to the next round. We're going to have some track. Ooh, nice. It's dead 7, but he had a 127 package. He was on a buy, so 120 on the tree, but Rob Goss and Chad Henderson. Rob Goss and Chad Henderson, the lanes, please.
It's quarterfinals time here at No Mercy 16 on FloRacing. I'm Don O'Neill. It is high noon here on the eastern part of the United States. As it's quarterfinals, it's getting tighter. We could have some championships decided this round right now, as we have some of the top contenders in contention matching up. Let's start right now in Pro 275. Of course, Grantley is controlling his own destiny, but Mo Hall, Lyle Barnett, Brad Edwards, they are all in this round. We are going to see how this round of Pro 275 shapes out, but by the time we get to the quarterfinals, it could be all done. Absolutely in the books. Got to stay tuned. The one, this is it right here, right now, LDR. We talked about it at the beginning of the week. The points battle in LDR was the tightest, and all it took was to have last year's champion just not have a weekend. If it was a mechanical item and Greg Blevins and his team had it installed in their car, John Miller and Jamie and them threw their hands up in the air. They just couldn't believe what was going on for them to not be able to defend their title as they were the points leader. But you're going to see the Battle of the Jamies, a matchup from the Shakedown in May. You're going to see the Alabama boys in Shane Stack and Chad Henderson. Those two pair right there is going to start to bring into focus the LDR championship. And then the Ultra class. It comes down to this. For the most part, they're going to show you the ladder on the screen. Whoever wins this next pair, it is going to be their championship. So with the Culture Group, along with Mr. Terry Wilson, that pair down there, qualified number 2, qualified number 7, that basically is going to sew it up as they go head to head. This has been what we've looked for anytime we are bringing you a drag race or a motorsports event, and it's Championship Sunday. We want it to come down to the wire. We don't want to see anybody run off with it, and so far we haven't. So, it's lunchtime. Grab yourself a snack. Tractors are doing their things. The cars are stacking up here at South Georgia Motorsports Park. It's No Mercy 16, quarterfinals round. On track right after this.
On back roads and drag strips, farm fields, and the interstate. there's a movement growing. A movement of hardworking men and women that trust Hot Shot Secret to take care of their vehicles. It's the fastest growing diesel additive brand, but you don't have to take our word for it. Take theirs. Lab formulated, dyno tested, track proven. Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
Winning doesn't just happen. You have to engineer it. You have to test it and make it better than it was the last time. Our engineers have the passion to create the parts you need, the way you need them to be, again and again and again. We've led this game for over 40 years, and we design, refine, and perfect every valve train part worthy of the winner's circle.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me. Proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
This is what you save your lunch money for. Welcome to the High Limit Room.
When you use Hot Shot Secret oil and fuel additives, you get decades worth of cutting-edge innovation. Innovation that saves you money and maximizes efficiency and performance. Hot Shot Secret started with a mission to solve one engine problem. Today, we have solutions for all kinds of common issues that impact your bottom line. From our world-class lab to your cars, trucks, and equipment, Hot Shot Secret is powered by science.
We drive performance. We drive passion. A background in drag racing. And a future in all forms of motorsports. Because success in one sport isn't enough. Pushing ourselves to be the best. Climbing every mountain. Topping every peak. Until you see Fuel Tech everywhere.
Hey, Cowboy, where you at? I got Scott Tillwell up here. He said he got crab as hobby.
Pro 275 Pro Charger, UPR Products, 275 Racing Action. Sean Lyons. Sean Lyons, the lanes, please. Sean Lyons, the lanes, please. Lyle Barnett coming forward here, number one qualifier. Got the Uncle Tommy Salvage Title Pro Line Hearts Turbo, Hearts Charger in the number one spot, 364.207 miles an hour. And Roger Holder here on the left-hand side of the racetrack. The Holder heat and air conditioned Lions Supercharged B&B built race car in the left-hand side, number 9, 375, 200. Roger, you gotta go for it. Both of them zipping the tire. Oh, man, oh, man. Roger Holder, 039 on the tree. Lyle's 065. Both of them spun the tires. Lyle Barnett just made it past the 60-foot before he spun. He will go to the semifinals here. Lyle made it. He was one flat to the 60-foot, so it was kind of already losing the tire there and made it out a little more. Ultra Street, Ultra Street, Ultra Street, Bennett Racing Engines, Trick Flow Specialties, Ultra Street to lanes 1 and 2. Ultra Street to lanes 1 and 2. These two opponents have faced each other before in competition. Brylan Holder here on the right-hand side of the racetrack. So we're getting one of the cars off the top end here. Mo Hall's sitting patiently behind the water box here. I mean, he's sitting, he's just chilling. We got to get the four-wheeler out there with the roller bar to move the car off the top end. So, Brylan Holder here on the right-hand side of the racetrack, the Alliance Custom Motorsports team. Bakersfield-based Holder in the right-hand side. Number 11 qualifier, 378.6, 196 in Mo Hall, Lakesville, Maryland. HFR Fab Corvette in the left lane, pulling forward here. These two cars and opponents, no strangers to each other. So they've faced off plenty of times in competition. They're looking good on the top end of the racetrack. Give it to Mo Hall, 377.0202. He was 0.42 to Brylan's 0.53. One flat 60 foot for Brylan, 2.54 to the 330. Down a little bit of mile an hour and let Mo Hall stay ahead there from the starting line to the finish line. Next pair of cars is going to be Eddie Harrison and Grantley Schloss. Brisbane, Australia, the 67 Chevy 2. Spot on performance, Pro Line, Pro Charger here in the right-hand side of the racetrack. Showed up at the track and said, man, where's my car at? And they were like, oh, it's right there. I said, it used to be maroon. I said, well, we did something for you, Brantley. Eddie Harrison, Ackworth, Georgia. 2016 C7. Supercharged Corvette here on the left-hand side of the racetrack, getting backed on up. Spot on performance, pulling forward here, Grantley Schloss. Number 5 qualifier, 370 with an 8, 200 miles an hour, and 370 with an 8, 201 for Eddie Harrison. Going to the top bulb is Grantley. Harrison to follow Grantley to the stage bulb, and we are racing. 004 for Harrison, top end of the racetrack. Eddie Harrison is gonna complicate things here for Grantley Schloss's run to the championship right there. It's about to get interesting, boys. Eddie Harrison, 004 on the tree. Grantley 989, but he was 040. And man, oh man, Eddie Harrison, whole shot, dropping the laundry, picking up the win, going to the semifinals, and we will have to do the calculations and the tabulations, but it's going to be tough for Grantley to secure it, and it's going to come down to Lyle Barnett's performance this weekend. If he can go the Mo Hall's performance this weekend, Mo Hall pretty much has to, I believe, win the race to win the championship here. So, as Tommy is even crossing his arms, so Mo Hall's least performance was 13 points. Lyle Barnett's worst performance was 38 points. So that 38-point drop hurt Lyle Barnett. It did not hurt Mo Hall as much to drop that 13-point performance. As Scott Tidwell knows all about those drops. When you drop 100, that stings. When you drop 13, meh, ain't no big deal. Bob Clayton Going to be taking on North Carolina's own Brad Edwards, the Lights Out 16 defending champion. He is way over in the right-hand side of the racetrack. Shannon Davis said it'll be all right. We got that secret squirrel stuff tuned up in the profiler here. Abingdon, Maryland's own Crazy Bob Racing, number 10 qualifier, 376. Needs about a 10th on qualifying, but we'll see right here in eliminations if he can close the distance on the twin-turbo Hemi of Brad Edwards. Gets it done, Bob Clayton right there. 379.7, 198. Brad Edwards 015 on the tree, but slows to a 382, 194, and will allow Bob Clayton to go to the semifinal round here in Pro 275, brought to you by the fine folks at Pro Charger and UPR Products. If we don't have them all, we'll take all of Ultra Street to the lanes, please, as we are going to get ready for limited drag radial. TRZ Motorsports, Energy Manufacturing, and Tidwell Racing, limited drag radial. It'll be Mo Hall against Brad Edwards. Sorry. Be Mo Hall against Bob Clayton. Harrison against Lyle.
You got one bullet left, and it's probably the best bullet that you got, and it's the bullet that you need if you're going to chase down and get an opportunity for a championship.
Yeah, I need I love Grantley to death. I think I've said it every time you've talked to me this week, but I really need him to bow out right here. You know, I like to think that's why they pay me the big bucks right there. That thing went out about 100. I thought it was gone. It went out about 100 foot and started smoking the tire. I was kind of prepared just in case, and I reached over and slapped it in high and gave it one good one, and it hooked back up and got to the finish line first, which is absolutely what we needed. But, you know, that was unexpected. They just prepped the track right in front of us. We felt good about it. Who was that there? Nope, not the one I need. But anyway, yeah, that's by far the best horse I've got left. It's ran really good all week. I would suspect we'd probably put a fresh set of rubbers on it right there and go out on a set of non-scuffs, but we'll see what happens. Got a couple more rounds to go. If I'm going to win this championship, some shit's got to go my way.
New York, I'll try it every which way to say it. One of those will be right. He'll be taking on Alabama's own Jamie Hancock, rolling the 903 cubic inch Pat Musey nitrous outlet hot rod here into the water box. Running for a championship right now. All these teams know what they got to do.
That's what they call it in sports, right? That's why we don't have chalk. That's why we don't just do it on paper. We got to do it out here on the racetrack. You were getting all warmed up over here with the parachutes, and your leader in the clubhouse is no longer the leader in the clubhouse.
That's the way it goes in racing. You can't win them all, but now we just got to do our work, right? Nervous.
We'll see you next round.
Oh, yeah, you will.
So Jamie Stanton, #1 qualifier. 2002 Camaro Pentagon Race Fab Pro line. Pro charged Hemi on board on the left-hand side, and Jamie Hancock with the Musi motor here in the right lane, trying to keep his championship hopes alive right here. Jamie Hancock, Chad Henderson, and Shane Stack all in the hunt. Right here, it's going to come down to this for Jamie Hancock's weekend at the racetrack for No Mercy and for the championship of 2025. 041 for Hancock. It's going to be tough to hold on to the race fab machine. Jamie Stanton shuts it down for Jamie Hancock this weekend as they will go to the trailer and think about their 2026 season. Good run for the Hancock family right there, but just didn't get it done. 18/10,000ths margin of victory right there. The whole shot victory for Jamie Stanton, 035 on the tree, to Jamie Hancock's 041. 6,000ths. Trying to find the other. Now it comes down to this race right here. Both of these drivers, Jay just saw their competitor in the hunt for the championship go out. Chad Henderson taking on the Thrill Billy, Shane Stack, a couple of old school G-bodies, long-time limited drag radial racers. The left-hand side of the racetrack, Madison, Alabama's own Henderson Farms, 87. Buick Grand National, the birthday boy in 11-11 there on Friday, wished he could win the championship and No Mercy 16. And Shane Stack said, you know what, when I put the ring on my old lady's finger, I said, I'm going to win you a championship. Isn't that what every lady wants? A championship ring on her finger right next to the other diamond? I'm sure the check is nice too, but the check spins. The ring, it's forever. Eagle Collision Center, Chris Terry race car here in the right-hand side of the racetrack, and to the left, Killing Time Racing. The Roots Blown Hemi in the left-hand side. Stevie Fast directing traffic. We shall see which G-body is going on to the next round in the hunt for the championship. Comes down right here to two legends of the sport when it comes to limited drag radial racing. And many moons ago, I was taking pictures of the car in both sides of the Christmas tree here. One of them nitrous powered with Monty Smith out there just lighting the candles. Chad Henderson made the move to supercharger to keep up with the times and has never looked back right here. Number 10 qualifier, 392.3, 187, and number 2, the Thrill Billy, 386.3, 194. As Shane goes to the bottom bowl, championship on the line. 032 for Chad Henderson. He's in charge right here. Gets there second as Shane Stack drives around him on the top end. Them Jose Force induction turbos made a whole lot of power right there. 386.8, 195 as he keeps his hopes alive and shuts down Chad Henderson for the weekend as we have had an exciting championship round here in limited drag radial racing as one lone competitor stands in the way of Greg Blevins Jr. getting it done. Jay Trissel and Rob Goss over here just trying to play spoiler. We shall see what either one of these opponents can do. Trissel has been on a run. Not lost a tire down the track every time. JBR Services, Jalen Burbage over there on the left-hand side has been taking care of this hot rod all weekend long, and is looking to put Trissel the Meat Missile into the semifinal round here of Limited Drag Radial, brought to you by TRZ Motorsports, Energy Manufacturing, and Tidwell Racing. As the winner of this will take on Jamie Stanton in the semifinals, and Shane Stack will take on the winner of Rob Galobo or Justin Martin in the semis. Jay Trissel, 050. Trissel the Meat Missile, baby. 392.7, just thrusting his way into the semifinals right there. He is getting it done here in his open comp lanes 3 and 4. Open comp lanes 3 and 4. Open comp lanes 3 and 4. 1340, you got the potential bye. So Jay Trissel is looking to take care of Jamie Stanton in the semifinals, as one of these two competitors will be taking on Chad Henderson in the semis. Sorry, Shane Stack. So back in competition here, Rob Galobo in the hunt. He had the, well, he was like Seabiscuit over here, had the outside chance of winning the championship, but is still alive as Jamie Hancock has moved to the top of the sheet here in points championship. As if Galobo takes out Justin Martin, it will be Galobo and Stack next round, or can the little red man from Pensacola, Oklahoma, and Pete Harrell and the rest of the crew put a stop to Rob Galobo and the Highland, Michigan Corvette right here. Boom goes the dynamite. 073 on the tree for Rob Galobo. Doesn't get it done. 389 for Pete Harrell. Power. Justin Martin stops Rob Galobo's run for the championship, and it's going to come down to the next round. And I think Jamie Hancock will be down there rooting for a pair of twin turbos coming from Oklahoma. He said, I'm going to root for that man in the Nova right there, because if he takes out Shane Stack, I do believe that he will win the championship. It's going to come down to the semifinal round for the championship of Limited Drag Radial Racing here at No Mercy 16. United we stand. And standing in the water box, Doug Cook. He said, I'm hiring a social media person because I'm busy. I'm a busy guy, but I like standing in the wet box taking videos here. Ron Rhodes coming at you from Townsend, Delaware. The Motion Race Works Camaro in the right lane. Uncle Tony Power here, Kim Wexler, trying to keep up with him, backing him up here. Number 10 qualifier taking on number 2, Ian Hill. KBX, small block Ford power in the left-hand side of the racetrack for the Ontario-based 67 Hearts Turbo Joe Vano. Pandy's Performance Victory Wiring, hot rod in the left lane. A couple of old school builds right here is why we love X275 racing. The recently finished, and I mean, Ron Rhodes' car looks fantastic, but Ian Hills is the right color, and it is sitting in the weeds. It's got like a 47-inch sill plate back there for the wing. Oh, Kelly Cooper just finished up all of the carbon fiber work for this thing, and he has been watching on. Rhodes goes to the top bowl, waiting on Ian Hill, and Rhodes will probably just go right in after that. He's going to let off them TBM brakes, stand on the pedal, and wait for Ian Hill. 061, Ron Rhodes going to the semifinal round. 4:16.8, 175, and Doug Cook making some Instagram reels out there. Going to be ready to cheer on his homie in the next round. So they put the Motion Raceworks TBM Brakes Camaro into the semifinals of X275, and that'll bring us to Sean Lyon in the right-hand side and DJ McCain, the 2025 X275 champion in the McCain Racing Vecna Speed and Truck World sponsored Dart Machinery Pat Musey powered nitrous outlet Corvette. Sean Lyon here, Panama City, Florida, the Ford Panhandle Performance Machine in the right lane. Zipping the tire, he'll watch Vecna go to the semifinal round, 4:17.7. They got Sinclair riding with them, saying, we are doing this for you, Sinclair. This championship run, it's been secured. We got one thing left to do. That's close the year out with a win here at No Mercy 16. United we stand. It's going to bring us to a pair of turbo cars with some Bennett small block Fords. The 10 Soldier race car recently updated. I done told you 15 times about it. I'll tell you it again. Those are my homies, my brothers from another mother's. They not DJ McCain with the win. Sorry, guys. The tall Texan, the big block killer, behind the wheel of the Deb Fletcher, Terry Ryan-owned hot rod here on the left-hand side of the racetrack. Cheeseburger and Clevis. Two buddies before the Christmas tree. Right now, they are competitors. Cheese is going to stand behind the car in direct traffic. John Clevis is going to walk across. He's going to look at his buddy, Cheeseburger, and say, hey, one of these Bennett motors going to the next round is going to come down to the drivers. The Floridian of Troy Perez Jr. and my homie, Stephen Barnett, looking to go to the semifinals, leg shaking, going on the break, getting ready to put it in the beams here. Stephen Barnett goes to the top bulb. Right, meow. The boost coming up, both sides. I said, we ain't messing around. Let's just get this thing done. We'll shake hands like men on the top end, but in the meantime, they are gone. 0.39 for Stephen Barnett. Wheel stand for Perez. Gets it done, 4:14.0. And the 10 Soldier race car is built for speed and bound for the semifinals right there. BES T-shirts. They shaking hands, but they know it's the Bennett motor that got it done right there. Congratulations, guys. We are excited to go to the semifinal round here. Trevor Fuqua. See, that's Trevor Fuqua. Josh Allen back there watching on. He said, man, you know what? Oh, Mama, Mama, just keep doing things. You know what I mean? That second set of doors passing you, and you're like, what's going on here? The RPM transmissions, Renegade Fuels, Motion Raceworks, TBM, Rife Sensors, Oakley Motorsports, BES, LS Power, Precision Turbos, RC Comp, and US 60 Dragway. Chris and Shelby, I'm sure y'all are just hanging out, watching in the living room, saying, hey, come on, come on. And left-hand side of the racetrack, Anthony Mana, the AES Racing Engines, LS Power in the left-hand side of the racetrack, Oak Grove Village, Illinois, 416.4 in the left-hand side, 172 mile an hour. We will see which car is going to go to the semifinal round, as there's turbos aplenty and two nitrous cars standing in their way. They're on the chip. Fuqua is Fugon. 018 on the tree, 105 down low. Mama, she ain't going to church on Sunday, baby. She's going to the semifinal round. Good shot for the Next Motorsports. Preston family out there. Mama doing things. It'll be Barnett and Rhodes, Fuqua, and McCain in the finals, or semifinals. That was an exciting semis. Quarterfinals. We got another exciting quarterfinals right here as we're coming at you with Ultra Street Racing action. Still going on Sunday afternoon. No Mercy 16, United we stand. Ultra Street brought to you by Bennett Racing Engines, Trick Flow Specialties. J.D. Campbell, Rare Morrison Power, taking on Rare Morrison Power. 588 cubic inches against 588 cubic inches. Nitrous Outlet against Nitrous Outlet. Ryan Grigsby against J.D. Campbell. The tuner, the young gun, putting plenty of 484s in the winner's circle across the country. And right here at SGMP with the boys, the Jesse James crew, holler at y'all. Ryan Grigsby said, I'm going to tune my own car, I'm going to drive my own car, I'm going to try to put this bad bitch in the winner's circle come Sunday. In his way is J.D. Campbell, a man that has been racing out here, whether it's X275, Pro 275, and I think even some Radial versus the World. The 2024 Ultra Street Championship ride. That's Billy Smith going to bring in his homie, J.D. Campbell. Pre-stage on for Campbell. Walking away, here comes Grigsby. Grigsby's in, all the way in, there's JD. There goes Grigsby, a touch behind JD. Looks like he is out ahead of JD, gets there first, 446.2, 158 for the Baytown Ryan Grigsby Racing, 78 Chevy Camaro. And here's the championship right here. So it'll come down to the quarterfinal championship on the line for Jesse Coulter. He has to turn on the win light to guarantee his championship. If he doesn't, it'll be in the hands of Terry Wilson to win the next round to secure the championship. Chili Wilson coming at you in the right-hand side of the racetrack. The BES Big Block Ford in the right-hand side, Pittsburgh, Indiana. Jimmy 2, Cheeseburger, Poland, Jimmy Dale, the rest of the crew watching on. Big Chili Wilson going into the beam against Jesse Coulter. The points lead goes to the bottom ball. Wilson, here comes Coulter. They are gone. Oh my goodness, Terry Wilson. Chili Wilson is going to be in charge of his own destiny here at No Mercy 16. He needs to win one more round to secure the championship. Big Chili Wilson, when you talk to me, baby. I am fired up and excited for Terry Wilson, my boy. Terry Wilson, you were absolutely dog shit terrible on the tree. 135. 135 on the tree. You got away with one. Jesse Coulter whiffs it to the 60-foot, gives it away to you. Don't bobble it. Turn on the win light in the next round and park that thing in the championship. The buzzing half dozen. Sorry, I'm still excited up in the tower. Trevor, Jason Trevino going in the next round. They went for it on the tune-up. Didn't get it done. Poland, answer your phone. Darren Bro and Justin Johnson. Darren Bro. Justin Johnson, fully staged, waiting on Bro. 047, 048, side-by-side drag race. The Nitrous staying ahead, but gets there second. 448, 159, Darren Bro ahead at the early track, and the small block power of Justin Johnson. Motors ahead in the semi-quarterfinals of Ultra Street. We need no time truck finals and no time 275 finals. I see you there, Callie, already. Limited street to the lanes, limited street to the lanes, limited street to the lanes. No time 275, no time truck finals to the lanes. Come on, Stefan. Oh, Jason Trevino and Ryan Grigsby have to race each other. Justin Johnson and Terry Wilson.
All right, in the right lane, we got Mike Clifford over here with the 6.6 Plymouth Cuda Mopar going up against Roger Hodges in the 01 Chevy 1500. Grand National. I'm going to be quiet because I don't know what they got on. Troy Bostic out of Jacksonville, Florida with the 57 Bel Air. Going up against my man, Bob Coran out of Seville, Ohio with the 71 Camaro. 582 big block Camaro in the left-hand lane. Bob Coran out of Seville, Ohio. Troy Bostic, Jacksonville, Florida. Dialed in with a 489 against a 591. So old Bob will get a head start and Troy will try to run him down. Will he be able to do it? Only time will tell. We will see here shortly, but here we go. Bob Coran out of Ohio, the big Camaro, dial in with a 591. Troy Bostic will get him a head start with that 489 and see can he run him down. They're taking their time staging him up. Bob said, come on in. I get the lead first, so I'm going to see can I get on out of here and get out your way. All right, here we go. Bob stages in. Let's see what kind of reaction time he's going to do. He's the street with an 031 light. Troy's behind with 063 light. Will he be able to catch him? Oh, he wasn't able to catch him. A 599 to a 520. Troy did not run his time. He was way off his time. And Bob took the win with a 599 with a 03 reaction time to a 063. All right, 76 Camaro in the right-hand lane. Jimmy Hall dialed in with a 723, going up against J.P. Taylor out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Dialed in with a 698. The new 78 Malibu small block there off. Ooh, a horrendous reaction time on both of them with bad reaction times. Going through the 8th mile, it's going to be the left-hand lane with a 705 off a 698 dial-in. Horrible reaction times, a 1.124 to a 2.243. I should come out there with my old Volkswagen and do better than that. All right, coming up here next, we got Steve Satchel out of Tennessee going up against my man Mark Armstrong. Mark Armstrong out of Cumberland, Georgia, 86 S10 in the left lane. 646 left lane will get a head start. Steve will be getting about a second head start on this end with a 567 dial-in out of Collierville, Tennessee with a little 012 bit. These reaction times normally tell the times, but these guys are not running their times and they're not hitting their tree that hard. So, I better get old Telly Kofa down here and see can we get into this here bracket racing down here. Mark will get a head start on Steve. Steve got to go try to catch him. But with these reaction times, man, oh man, there's something to be desired. But here we go. Oh, a triple. He had a triple light. The little S10 had a triple light. He better slow it down before he break it out. Slow it down before he break it out. He wins 659 with a triple. We got a perfect light over here. A perfect light. Oh, man. That Mark Armstrong, you have to watch him. A trip light. Steve wasn't bad on the light, but he had a little problem in the middle of the track there and slowed down to a 693 off a 567. And Mark goes through the wind with a 659 off a 646 at 92 miles per hour. With a perfect light, though. He had a perfect reaction time. Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm used to seeing from these bracket guys. I'm looking to see these 00 lights. All still, all glass to the lane. What lane we going? All still, all glass. All still, all glass. Lane number 1 and 2. All still, all glass. Lanes 1 and 2. All still, all glass. Lanes 1 and 2 now. Move the trucks up in lanes 1 and 2. Move them to the front, guys. Move them up to the front, guys. Move the trucks up to the front. Move them up. All still, all glass to the lanes 1 and 2 now. All still, all glass to lanes 1 and 2 now. Hank Williams and Ray Martin, move them to the front, guys. Push them to the front, guys. Appreciate it. We thank y'all. We're going into the finals of the big truck pickup. Got a Hank Williams singing a song. Ray Martin over there playing on the trombone. This ought to be one heck of a race. All still, all. Carlos Sanchez, we're waiting on you. Let's go. The freight train. Carlos Sanchez to the lanes now. Miss Mills is waiting on you. Miss Mills is ready to serve you dinner. Need all no time city, all no time.